They know about
those.
Well, thank you. I feel better. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. We don't like to talk about the shanties that much.
Oh, I beg to differ. I think some of you love to talk about the shanties.
I understand exactly. I know exactly what you were talking about, Mr. Serin. And I have discussed things with my second in command.
Oh, no.
And on behalf of the regulators, I would like to apologize for his abysmal attitude towards those people.
It's
You just had to say those people.
He called them people.
He did call them
It's
people.
true.
It's baby steps.
Yeah.
You know, we slowly get there. Okay. Back in character here. What about the ogre? What happened to him?
Unfortunately, the ogre didn't make it.
Dog.
Shanks
black mark on our side quest.
died while we were trying to clear out the sewer.
Failed side quest.
Yeah.
This pops up. Okay. Lay that one aside. Well, geez.
Roll perception right quick.
Oh, okay. 11.
You just called him Shanks. You didn't call him Dog.
I did actually catch that.
Yeah.
So, he did have a name. And now we know what it is, and it's too late.
Yeah, we can put it on his gravestone.
Hey, later you can resurrect.
It's already on his it's already on his gravestone. So.
Good.
All right, gentlemen. We have one hell of a task ahead of us. First things first, we've got to get through this damn town. And we've got to do so quietly, without anybody knowing where we're going.
Yeah, so we need to...
And how? So how? Yeah, you tell us.
Do we need to split up?
No,
Meet back?
no.
Or, so we need to stay together, but we need to act not suspiciously.
Right.
I'm
You got
great
your
at
hood up,
that.
that's a good idea. Point it is, walking down this boulevard right now would not be a good idea. You might want to...
Invest in a turtleneck.
You might want to move your hair as much as possible.
Yeah.
And make sure that damn pendant is away.
Oh, yeah, it's... Oh, I've kept it underneath my...
You look fine.
I'm good.
You'll fit right in.
Stromile
Is this what you're wearing?
just fine.
You'll fit right in with the shanty town, which is not really a compliment if you think about it.
Would you gentlemen...
Like a chameleon, I can fit in anywhere. Okay, go ahead.
Would you gentlemen like some armor, or are you good with what you're wearing?
Cass,
We're offering armor now.
Cass mage armor and just throws up his arms like magic.
Yeah, that's not conspicuous at all.
It actually is inconspicuous.
Does it go underneath your robes?
He's well,
It's actually invisible.
yeah. I don't actually think it's visible, and I will look that up to be sure. But yeah, I think
Are you
he's
sure,
right.
sure it's not visible to magic users?
Let's see.
I mean, I tap on my chest and you can hear my chain shirt rattling, and then I kind of point with a thumb over my shoulder to my shield.
Let's see.
Very
Well,
well.
actually, the funny thing is, I can use this on people who aren't me, but it wouldn't help you guys at all.
Yeah.
Let's see. And a protective magical force surrounds it. It actually does not say whether it is visible or not.
I always thought it was visible. Well, at
It
least
just
magic
says,
users.
and a protective magical force surrounds them. So I guess someone who could perceive magic, like detect magic, would see this person's freaking glowing like crazy, but
Well, it's
otherwise not visible to the naked eye.
Actually, a detect magic would detect it
Yeah,
as
would say, oh, hey,
abjuration.
this guy's got some magic going on.
Well, and it's like your robes are kind of like stirring, like with the wind. It's like you're a DBZ character. Like you're powered up and ready to go.
Okay, but Mose looks directly at you and says, "Oh yeah, that's not conspicuous at all."
I just shrug. It's all I got.
I understand that, but I'm not really sure I would be wearing that as we cross paths with the temple.
Cross paths with the temple? Is that where we're going?
No, we have to go past the temple.
Which temple are we talking about here?
The temple, the first place you went to in this damn city.
Are they hostile towards us? Is I guess kind of my question. Like they seem like they were fairly all right with you guys.
We don't know where the drow stand.
Ooh.
All we know is that at least the priestesses stay out of that godforsaken bar. But we
I've
have
already
no
seen that
idea
guy.
where they stand when it comes to it. So we need to even be careful with them.
Gotcha. We'll be very, very careful. We'll be stealthy as all get out.
I guess, am I picturing this correctly? So it's just like a straight shot down, and then there's buildings on both sides of the road, and that's basically it.
This is a Broadway.
Yeah. So, what if the temple's on one side of the street? We could just go behind the other. We could go to the other side. I mean, that's about as good as we can
could
do.
take some back streets.
Gotcha.
That's fine.
Back streets will be back. You
The
got
only
this.
thing about
All
taking,
right.
the only thing about taking back streets is that it is a bit, how should I say, darker in that area.
I can handle that.
He can handle that. He says, in character, not convincing anyone. So yeah,
All
let's
right.
go for it.
Oh no, I've got no. Here we go. Oh, that's 21 persuasion, son.
All right. I'm just saying. Derivel told me about you almost pissing yourself when you walked into that bar.
I was shaken, but I wasn't.
Third.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was ready to go.
I was wondering if I should make that, but he got
It was nice. I was ready to go, man. He said without any spells at the time.
That was the problem, is that you were ready to go in a place you shouldn't be ready to go.
Well,
And Stromile likes that type of humor.
it's not a joke. I was really ready to go.
And again, we're like brothers, and so you peed your pants, I'm laughing.
No, this is not
Your
canon.
pants, all people.
This is not canon. That was not. First off, I crushed that will save.
Peeing
So
your pants is cool. Consider
No.
me Miles Davis. Isn't
That's
that
it.
What she says.
do not come looking for heels, son.
All right. So Mose gives you guys the high sign. Jackson and Deverell haven't said a word. They fall in right behind Mose, and they start leading you guys into the back alleys of the East Bank. Let's see.
Should we stealth it up?
What
think-
order are we going
Because
in?
the
Pretty
one
sure
dude who was stealthy.
There wasn't going to be an encounter tonight. But double check.
Oh,
Hey,
no,
so-
we can't have an encounter.
Question:
We're not gonna
should
party.
Stro be in the back, like covering the caboose?
I think that's a good idea.
Because we've got the
Covering
regulators
caboose
up
is a good
front.
way to put it.
We've got the casters in the middle, so we can cover everybody, and then you in the back.
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
I'll be in the super duper middle.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm
the
behind you
casters
then.
are the casters in the middle.
Me,
Stromile's in the back.
Zane.
Yeah. Yep.
And the regulators are up
Fighters
front.
in the-
It actually looks more like an arrow.
I was just thinking that. Yeah. So they're in like a triangle. Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys are moving fairly quick. It takes about 3 hours to get from the south limits of East Bank to where you need to be. And in that time, there are a couple of times you guys have to duck back into the shadows to let a Drider pass, or let a Drow pass, or let a Durgar pass. They all seem happier and giddier than hell.
Seeing a happy Drider actually doesn't make this place isn't so bad.
Is that an
Maybe
oxymoron?
they're like
No, yeah, I was
skipping.
gonna say, I don't know.
How do you skip with all 8 legs?
Very daintily,
The Drider,
surprisingly.
the Drider that you walked past was drunk.
How do you walk with all 8 legs?
Oh, it was bouncing off. It was bouncing off walls.
Oh wow.
But
Movers and shakers.
Belongs to a
Mose,
sugar
just upon seeing it, pushes his hand, tells you to stop, and pushes you guys over into a shadowy part of the alley. So the Drider just passes by. It might have seen you because it can see in the dark. But it's so damn drunk it doesn't even notice. It just kind of bounces off the walls and keeps going.
We probably should have asked if people enthralled were like a hive mind and they could share eyesight. We should have asked that one.
That would be unfortunate if that were the case.
Yes, that would not be good.
Well, let's hope that's not the case.
What?
Do those who are under the curse share visions and experiences with others in a very instant manner?
I have no idea. Dang, we barely know who in the hell's enthralled and who's not. The only way we know that anybody's enthralled is, again, How often do you see a drow puking in the goddamn alley because it's getting so damn drunk with a Duragar and a Dryder?
That's true. Wow. I guess we can find out in one way or another.
Yeah,
Let's ask
if
him.
one of them dies and all of them get pretty peeved, well, no, that's plan C after Scooby-Doo breakout.
That's always an option. Scooby-Doo is always an option.
Okay. So you guys move on, and you get to what looks to be a metal manhole cover. Daravel comes to the front of the pack, pulls what looks to be just a long metal rod off of his back,
Fancy crowbar.
and sits there and pries open the sewer grate and pushes it to the side. And as soon as he does that, Jackson draws two very shiny and what look to be very, very sharp short swords, and just plunges into the darkness.
You know,
Just
I could have
steps
thrown
up
some
and-
dancing lights down
I was,
there if they'd given me a sec.
And you hear splashing. And then you hear, Claire.
Someone's in trouble. It's not clear out there.
You hear, Claire. And as soon as you hear Claire, as soon as you hear the voice, Dreverel puts the pipe back, the rod back on his back, jumps down himself. Mose follows them. And you hear Mose say, all right, come on.
You go?
You
I
go whenever you want.
I assume we can peer down and we can't see like the bottom. We just it's
You can see reflection off of the water
okay.
from the sun. I mean, it's not total darkness down there because the sun is kind of shooting on it.
Right.
It's not a very well hidden sewer grate. I mean, it is not like a secret entrance. It is a sewer grate. So sun is coming down in there. You can see kind of a little bit of it. You cannot see Mose, Deverell, and Jackson.
All right. I summon 4 glowing orbs, some dancing lights that appear down there to see if I can find the least crappy place to land. Literally.
Okay. The dancing lights go down and illuminate the place.
Thanks.
You hear, son of a bitch. But you do see a dry patch.
Excellent. Hop right down. Or do I need an acrobatics for that? I
Yes.
think I'll be... Oh, I do? Okay. 14 plus... Yeah, I'm glad that stayed. 17 total.
Okay. You land very gingerly on this dry piece of land, if you want to call it
Real
that.
estate.
And when you land, you see that Deverell, Jackson, and Mose are all scowling at you. Jackson is, he's not aimed at you, but he's looking away and looking over his shoulder, but he's got his swords ready for battle. And he's just looking back, are you kidding me?
It's like, hey, look, do you know how hard it is to do a mission on a broken leg? Shh. Do you know how hard it is to do a mission on a broken leg? And I leave one of those lights floating up just a little bit for Zayne, but the rest poof out of existence.
Cool question. Should I make a perception check for a ladder?
Sure, yeah, you can try.
No. Gosh, dang it, 9.
Yeah, there wasn't a ladder.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So how
You need at least 15 to see if there
there's
was a ladder.
Yeah. I'm focused. I'm
We're
focused on
heroes, all right.
How was it like 8-foot drop?
It's 7.5.
7.5. Wait,
7.5.
that's the lowest adjustable basketball goals go to 7.5. So I could dunk in 6th grade. That's beside the point. So
Big deal, though.
yeah, it was a huge deal. So I guess I'll take the plunge.
Okay.
Ugh. Ooh, acrobatics. That's
What's
a
your
14.
dex? Nice.
Okay. You don't land on the dry piece of land. You land in the water. But
Does some splash onto Serin?
no.
Dang it.
I found a really good
It's
piece.
it's not deep water. I mean,
I know, but you know.
it's like maybe a 1/16 of an inch deep.
Oh, okay.
There's hardly any water in here.
Then I'm fine.
The dry patch you landed on.
Why'd you say it like that?
There's hardly any liquid in here.
No, don't say it like that either.
Just saying. The dry patch you landed on, I meant by being dry. It's just not soggy like
cool.
everything else.
I'll take that.
Stro, come on down.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I have no choice but to try to do the same. But I am not an acrobatic fellow.
Dude.
Why not get an
What if you athletically did something?
Yeah, athletic roll.
Yeah, trying to land on your feet through jumping is an acrobatics
What am I
thing.
gonna do? Like kick the ground whenever I land on it? Like,
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
What, do you like a soft shoe?
Oh, hell, you nailed it. Yeah. That's fine.
so if I did
even
but
without
if I
an
did it-
acrobatic bonus, I mean, you rolled an 18.
If I did it athletically or acrobatically, can I go ahead and say to all of you guys here and the viewers listening at home that whenever I went down, I actually did a flip along with mine?
So you did a gainer into
Yeah. Well, no, not a gainer. I did a flip.
Oh, okay, you did a front flip.
Yeah.
6'6". You do a lot of flips in the sewers.
No, just one.
He's standing at the edge of the manhole,
Picture
and
this,
flat-footed, he just flips and does a couple of flips. Couple of front flips. Lands on the feet and does the whole Olympics hands in the air thing.
Serin's priority was not getting any literal crap on his robes.
And he has this grin on his face. Mose, Jackson, and Deverell, I'll go.
I was
Give him a little golf
Zayne
clap.
raised his
Stuff like
hands to
that.
clap, but not in a golfer clap, and then realizes that sound isn't great, and then kind of lowers his hands.
Well, that's
But
why
he-
and they're all golf clapping
Thumbs
with
up.
their gloves on, so it's not making a lot of noise.
And I appreciate that. Stromile appreciates it. And he aims to please.
Listen. All right, are we done fooling around?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, we need to move. We cleared these out last night. Like I said, it took the life of actually one of my favorite guys.
There you go.
And I'm not saying that this thing is going to be completely cleared now. I'm just saying it's probably going to be better than it was.
Yeah.
All right.
I will ask, but should I cast light?
Do you want to piss off the beholders?
Right. So I am not going to. I am not going to, but I am visually uneasy. I am not. This is not comfortable
Listen,
whatsoever.
I like you. You're a good kid.
Yeah.
This is the beholder's home. In fact, we were kind of clearing it out so that they would be a little bit safer. But they don't like too much. As long as we keep it dark and we keep quiet, they're okay.
I let that last light wink out the second he says beholders.
I just okay.
By the way,
for the good of the team.
And for the good of all the listeners and for Dirk, a beholder is a flying monster with hundreds of eye stalks, and when the eyes focus on you, they turn you to stone, they can kill you instantly, they can enthrall you, they can charm you.
Death ray.
Yeah, they shoot lasers
the
at
whole
you.
9 yards.
Basically, they are floating balls.
They also have
of
giant mouths.
nastiness.
Yeah, they're floating balls of death.
Yeah, they have giant mouths with big teeth that they like to munch on you after they've.
I was about to
incinerated you.
say, if you've gotten to the giant mouths, you're already dead.
Yeah.
Anyway, so at least you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Aren't they on the front of the monsters manual?
On the very first one, I think.
Yeah.
And you can pretty much if you type in beholder
Yeah.
into Google, you will. And honestly, that'll probably be one of the first things that pops up.
It's also the worst part of the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, the damn beholders.
Yeah, that didn't do anything.
So, so for the good of that, I will not do what I would normally do and make light, but I am very, I'm very uncomfortable, and I really want to get out of these sewers.
Okay, as they start leading you through the sewers, what you notice is that there is a phosphorescent glow coming from the walls. The moss and mold on the walls of these sewers actually glow quite a bit, much like the city streets in Swelling Point. So it's not abject darkness.
Which
You can
helps
see.
the human, or I guess humans, because they don't have dark vision.
Right. Now, one thing you guys notice is that Mose, Deverell, and Jackson are moving like it is daylight in here. They're sure-footed and just moving very quickly. They know their way around here, obviously. And they are moving extremely fast. So
Should we have to like be able to hold on to each other's like tail of the shirts so we can like make sure?
do all three of you
Maybe
have
some
athletics?
elephants.
No.
Nope.
I have acrobatics.
I have like friggin' negative athletics.
You could hold one rope.
Well, you all three need to roll athletics
Ugh.
to keep up with them.
10. Actually, is about as good as I could have hoped for.
9.
12.
Athletics. So you got 9, yeah.
Okay, you guys are
plus
stumbling
4.
over just about everything.
Wow.
It is dark enough. You're having a hard time seeing the corners of the sides of the canal. You are tripping over things you really don't want to know what they are.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You're making a ton of noise, splashing in what little water there is.
Terrible.
You're actually
It's not good.
splashing it all over the place. Jackson, Deverell, and Mose realize this and slow down and kind of look back and go, "Are you kidding?"
I'm a level 2 wizard. Cut me some slack. I skipped every day.
Level 2.
What the heck is level 2?
Okay,
Experience
when you get
points.
to wizard school, I'll explain it to you. All right, it's very complicated.
Again, I don't want to be down here, so I understand going fast, but
All right, kiddies. We'll go at.
Dang it! Why couldn't I roll higher?
He understands the game.
This was your skill, you know.
We'll move at a toddler's pace if that's okay with you.
Let's just get out of here.
But just bear in mind, the fate of all Poena is at stake here.
And glass.
And who was that guy we had?
Don't forget glass.
Are you shouting that down the trail?
You sense they're getting closer.
it's like Prison Break. We got to come up through the.
He's taking a dump and goes, I feel a presence.
I've not felt in a long time.
Oh, wait, it was the turkey.
I was about to say, I think we've all said that on the toilet at one point.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, hey, let's just get out of here.
It was the turkey? Is that what we said?
All right. So they slow down quite a bit, and they are guiding you guys through this maze-like sewer. As you go along, you see things floating in the darkness. You hear things whispering, stuff like that. You see Mose every once in a while, just whip his head left or right. Stop for a second and then keep going. But you don't run into anything bad.
Good. Fighting a beholder, even with the whole party, would be suicide.
How wide are these tunnels?
They are 6 foot in width.
Ooh, so it's.
The canal you are running down is about 2.5 foot wide. With about
Oh, I got you.
3 inches of step up to the edge of the canal, which is only about 6 to 7 inches wide.
Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of chummy.
Were you considering a spell?
No, I'm just thinking a beholder shows up, that's going to take up most of the width of the thing. There's going to be no way to run.
But what if the beholders have collars around them? Maybe they'll be cool.
What's up? Yeah.
Okay, you guys running around for a little while, you finally get to a door. And they go a little flight of stairs. There's a door there. Probably goes into either the dungeon or the wine cellar. Right. Okay, you're on pause. Back to you.
You being glass.
Back to Glass, yes. Glass has been pleasured beyond belief.
Favorite album.
Oh, good.
Beyond
Your
belief.
mind's out of the gutter. You can
No! How else was I supposed to take that? How else was he supposed to take that?
It's like 8 in the morning.
Huh?
That is a long time, dude.
Yeah.
Because like
Like
when
I
you got there, it
that's
was like
why-
10 at night.
Beyond belief.
Like I said, he got
Literally beyond belief. That's not happening.
I am not hungry at all. I've eaten
No,
many turkey legs.
You are sated in any hunger that you had.
Cool.
Or thought you had.
Roll will.
Or didn't know.
Oh,
Please.
yeah.
The funny thing is, I could.
Oh.
Since these were set at the end of our session, I could potentially give you a high roll.
Yeah, like a 3.
But I'm not
Only
going
if
to do it because
only
I
if
love
he's
this.
there.
No.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, that's true because he's not nearby. I
But
can't
you
use
saw
my
it,
portent
though.
on you.
You could have seen it.
But then that,
I just really want to see you just blissed out.
that goes back to retconning. We would have known you weren't in a jail cell. And you would have
You
been.
are
that's
sated,
true.
except you don't feel like it.
I don't feel like I'm sated.
You want more of everything.
This dude, he's going to be so fat, we're never going to get him out of here.
Your dex
No,
rolls
not
are
necessarily
getting
food.
horrible
I'm
after
talking
this.
every.
Well, yeah.
Everything.
Every vice you have ever indulged.
Oh,
you
breaking
want
out of jail.
more of it.
Yeah, like
He wants to play that trumpet in front of so many soldiers right now. You don't even know. That's what
maybe the biggest
yeah, he
rush
likes
for
the
glass would be attention, and he's had
Spit it.
this, like these 3 girls' attention all night. So maybe he wants attention from other people.
The girls are gone, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
You ate
were in-
them,
You were in
you
bed-
monster.
You were in bed, you were in bed alone, sitting on the edge of your bed, toward at the foot.
Yeah.
Is your actually your mother when you wake up?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Exactly what you don't want to see right there.
It's gonna be an awkward conversation.
It was
Smells like something in here, boy. What is that?
turkey.
You wake up,
It would
you
be
see
turkey.
her, she looks
Yeah,
at you,
good
and she
job.
says, "How did you sleep, sweetie?"
I slept well.
Good. The Duke would like to see you.
I would like to see the Duke.
Very well. And she gets up and leads you through the door.
Oh. And Mom.
Yes.
So, I'm going to rummage through my pack, grab a bean.
Roll a will save.
What?
Roll a will save.
Okay.
I think you just got saved by the mat right there.
11.
Yeah, he did. Well,
Well,
because it was...
Well.
it was going for another 2.
Dude, the couch
That was
has
a
not
good
rolled
strat
well
right
today.
there.
We have struggled, man.
Oh, sorry. Not will, charisma.
Charisma. Oh.
Well, wait a minute.
A charisma save will
Just
be a
add
plus
it
4.
to your 12 that you rolled because you already rolled.
Yeah. So that
16.
would be a 16.
Nice job,
How
wizards.
are those apples?
You're welcome. See that 16 that I rolled earlier?
How much was it?
You're welcome.
16.
You don't grab a bean.
I don't grab a bean. Why not?
Because it's not cool enough.
Because the Jahi can cast Dominate Person on you.
What?
That's not a good one.
Well, I was also
Bet
going
you
for
wish you were
something
an elf,
else,
son.
and that was a
Get
candle.
a second bite at that apple.
And that was a candle because my entertainer's pack does come with candles. So I'm gonna give her one of the candles. What I was gonna do was I was gonna take
Here,
the candle.
Mom, for all those Mother's Days that I missed, I got you a candle from Bath and Body Works.
What I was gonna do was I was gonna get one of those candles and then stick the bean at the bottom, and then it would be a little bit like a time bomb. And later on, she could sit that candle down, and that may be by Khavel. How cool would that
Or
be?
on her nightstand when she reads.
Yeah,
Stop
but
it.
but you didn't because you just want to see. You really want to see Khavel.
Yeah, sure. I just really want to see Khavel, but I still give her a candle, though.
No, you don't.
Well, okay, I guess I don't give her a
You
candle.
follow her out of the room. That was what
Dominate
that's
Person
what
is a
the,
5th level spell.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean a spell that you can cast once you get
DC
to
of
level
24.
5.
Yeah,
Be like,
no.
level, like
Wow.
10, 11, something really big for you're casting those bad boys.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll be fine.
I'm level 2. I'm still doing level 1 spells.
Okay.
And that's enough to get some armor.
Sorry.
I guess I really want to go see the Duke. Let's go.
You really do. And that was what the will save was for earlier. You are very close to being enthralled. But now that your mother is around you, you are extremely close to being enthralled. Like I said, you have a deepening pit in your soul that you want to indulge every hedonistic desire you have ever felt, every vice that you have ever wanted to indulge.
Yeah.
Awkward.
And it is distracting you so much, you don't realize that when she said the Duke wants to see you, it was said more as a command than it was a request.
Okay.
And that's basically what you say.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go see the Duke.
And she leads you down to the throne room again, and of course, it's 8 o'clock in the friggin' morning, and there's still writhing people all over the floors. Noises that you probably shouldn't
I'm sure they're
hear
just working on their core.
cable TV. Yeah, probably.
It's early.
Yeah,
Get those exercises.
they're working.
Well, if you
they're
start
doing
the
their
day
yoga.
right.
They're just doing their yoga.
Yeah, if you start the day
It's
right.
hot yoga, but they're doing their yoga.
Oh man.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
Are you feeling jealous that you didn't write his backstory? It's like, maybe this isn't so bad. I don't know.
Yeah, hot yoga.
Maybe we should give it a chance.
I don't know. Stroh's pretty enamored with stuff.
Ales and other intoxicants.
Partner yoga.
Isn't this the ultimate intoxicant?
all right. So you get down there, and of course, Stredence is sitting on the throne. Is sitting on the throne. He goes, Ben, how are you doing this morning, man?
The name's Glass. I'm doing swell.
You like Ben, though, don't you?
Ooh, is that a roll?
Roll will.
That's
Man.
charisma.
Charisma, roll charisma.
Charisma.
Roll to see if your name is Ben, Glass, or Will.
17.
Nope.
No.
You like Ben.
I like Ben.
It's a DC 24.
DC 24.
Which means,
That'd be a nat 20, right?
well, even then he doesn't beat it. You do beat it above.
Well, nat 20 is always a
Yeah,
success.
Matt,
that's
Yeah, the
right.
only way I
Yes.
can beat this is a nat 20.
Right.
We get on that.
So
Once
you
you do
like
that,
Ben,
it's gonna be
don't
epic.
you?
I like Ben. I like Ben a little more.
That's what I thought. So, Ben, are you ready to go to work for me?
Well, I would like to wait on my friends.
Oh, they'll be here shortly.
He's right, you know.
I guess I have no reason not to believe him.
I do
Sure.
Okay. Well, when your friends get here, I do have a job for you guys.
Okay.
Round one, let's do this.
Okay. So they're already plotting my demise.
You said too much.
we heard all that from the toilet.
You're walking. He's just having to walk under the sewer grate that's right under the
Yeah.
throne room right now.
The Duke's been sitting on a toilet the whole time. I don't know if you knew
That's
that.
why it was a throne.
Dang
It's a real throne.
It's a porcelain throne.
Exactly.
Apparently.
It's a golden throne that he built himself. But yeah, you three are down there going, "You little bastard." So, like I said,
Oh, to save him?
I do have a job. for
Consciousness
your
will take care of
friends
any charm.
when they get here.
So what would that be?
I can kill the bear.
I don't know if I want to kill the Baron. I'm gonna try that
You
save
want to kill the Baron, don't you?
Roll it. Here's the 20. You've been waiting for
again.
it.
Here's this 20 though. It's not the 20.
You're
I
saving
didn't
it.
see it, but I'm going to trust you that it
Single
was the
digit, I
20.
think.
Every ounce of your being wants to kill that Baron.
I just really want to stab that Baron multiple times.
That's what I thought. You see, if we kill the Baron, I'm next in line, so I take the barony. And if I take the barony, then all of this can be all of Marshana. And if it's all of Marshana, why can't it be all of Polina?
You know, the Baron never told us the Duke was second in line.
He did not.
Obviously, we're hearing none of this, but it's like, he didn't say that. That's
true.
very interesting. Anyway,
And he made us go in the sewers. Just not.
Now,
That's 2 strikes.
Baron, to sweeten the deal, Glass, if you and your friends go and kill the Baron, I promise I'll pardon all of you.
Oh. Well, I guess I just really want to kill the Baron, though.
Yes, you do.
So, that sounds like a win-win.
And on top of that, not only would I pardon you, you could have whatever you want. You could have whatever Baron you so desire.
Well, could I have this one?
Not mine. Well, honestly, after we took all of Polina, I could probably give you Marshall.
Oh, sweet.
Because I'm going to be in Regency.
So
We're getting screwed on this whole
the
thing.
fantasy Australia politics is going well.
We're already climbing the ladder. You're about to be a baron.
Okay, so you were having this conversation with...
By the way, I'm going to make a request to get some short swords because I really need that because I only have a dagger.
Oh, absolutely. Gentlemen, give that man some swords.
Nice.
2 short swords.
Give that man some swords. That's good because your dagger was a little plink and
Yep.
it did not do much.
Is that all you had?
Yep, I had a dagger and a quarterstaff.
I guess for the record, I don't have any weapons, so...
What?
Okay,
Even I have a bow and I'm a wizard.
I have my
two
fate.
beautiful short swords.
The man of nature.
Wait, what color are
Nothing
they?
of that.
Steel. I mean, they're just
Steel. Okay.
but your mother brings them out. They're your mother's.
Still sucking from the teat.
Wait.
I know you'll have to keep that
so-
out, but
That's staying in. Dirk from the cheap seats.
So are they magical in some way then?
So these have killed
What? She didn't
many.
even have like a +1 short sword. Your mom's a crappy adventurer.
These have killed many a beast, though.
It wasn't her short. Her short swords were never magical. It was her kukri. She hasn't given those up yet.
Ooh. Okay, so it's just normal swords.
The amount of enthusiasm
Yeah, just normal
for you
short
guys
swords,
at home.
normal
I
damage
just
from a short sword. But you
Dylan
have two
got
of them.
really fired up.
I was
Now,
fired up for a second. I think you'd have some
You will
BA
soon
blazing swords.
need to have 2 weapon proficiency.
Yes. No, actually, they're finesse, so I can finesse them,
Okay.
and they're light, so I can just do that.
Well, I mean, you can use them now with finesse, but soon, within the next couple of levels, you're going to have to adopt 2 weapon proficiency. That is my caveat as...
That is part of the dominate person's happening now. You're being forced
No,
down this
that is
path.
part of the DM dominating his players. You will have to have it
Well,
sometime.
I'm
Unless
also
you decide
probably
to-
going to have 1 free hand for casting. That's what I do.
Maybe.
You're
But why
going to
would you
grow a
have-
third hand. Congratulations.
Well,
Have you tried
maybe-
writing 2 of those short swords in one hand and casting with the other hand? There you go.
Or you can
double
combine
damage.
them like Darth Maul.
Well, that is a very good possibility. But
Tie
you'd
them
have
to
to
the
work that
ends
out
of your
later.
quarterstaff,
Yeah.
and you've got a real exotic weapon going.
All right, so you and Khavel start making plans to get this done.
Well, I have all the plans now.
While they're in the throne, you are underneath the throne room. You are hearing this. Now, Mose, Deverell, and Jax are they're not holding you back, but they've got their hand back and they're looking up this staircase. And they motion to you to come forward.
Okay, I go
You being
forward.
Stromile.
Yes, they motion for Stromile to move forward. Through that door is the throne room. Once we get in there, all hell's gonna break loose. Just so you know. Dang. Khavel already knows we're here. He's known since the moment we loosened that grate.
Hive mind. Knew it.
On a grate?
It's a great hive mind.
What you have to understand is that Khavel, even before whatever happened to him happened to him, he was a paranoid son of a bitch. So, he had, I don't know how you would call it, he had a way of sensing who was in any part of his citadel at any point in time. Some kind of magical spell that allowed him to know just when his citadel was breached.
Serin raises a hand.
Yeah.
The spell is called It is an Alarm. And it can be used to sense when things are opened and entered.
Well, that's exactly what he did.
Great for knowing that now.
I'm sorry.
I didn't do it to detect magic. Sorry.
Zayne, we would have told you. But would it have mattered? We had no other way in.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
And at least us coming through the sewers kept him from sending people after us. Because he doesn't want them to run into the beholders either.
Oh, good
The
point.
beholders will at least leave us alone.
So what's waiting for us?
Anywhere from 30 to 60 enthralled patrons.
Wait, patrons, are they soldiers or just like a bunch of
most of them-
courtly fops?
Most of them are nobles.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah, that's nothing.
That's gonna be like when you do those things like, can you fight off like 35-year-olds or something like that? Oh, totally.
They're not the ones you have to worry about. The Duchess, you definitely have to.
The Duchess?
That's his.
Yep.
No, what?
You guys don't know
Serin has no idea
Yeah, you
who
don't.
the Duchess is.
the Duchess.
Oh, we'll kill her.
She's the Duchess is. Man, I don't know where she came from, but man, I watched her kill a man in half a second. He didn't even know he was dead, and when he hit the ground.
Most dead people don't.
Shut up, Zayne. You smart ass.
And Jackson pipes in. He said, "No, Zayne, you don't understand. He wasn't even bleeding until he was laying on the ground, and she stabbed him 10 times."
Phew.
Yeah, how come glass can't?
So actually, really, we have like Duke at the top,
Yep.
Duchess next biggest threat, Glass way down here, followed by a bunch of unarmed courtly fops.
And-
I don't know. Glass
and I'll
is
be
pretty high now.
I'll be
Like,
perfectly honest.
He got his own room.
The Duke isn't going to be much. It's what's ever controlling him will be the heart. The Duke was never much of a fighter. He was kind of a pansy.
I'll take him.
We need a battle plan.
Dibs on the fops.
Now, we, the three of us, Jackson, Deverell, and myself, will distract the throngs of flesh, if you will.
I called dibs on.
If you guys will take care of the Duke, the Duchess, and probably your friend at this point.
Stro,
I can't fight 3. I can only fight 1.
Yeah, you take the Duchess. Is there anything you could do to like lock him up?
Oh, yeah, I already have that laid out.
Okay.
See, the problem is, I don't know if you've been realizing this, these magics being cast are far above my ken, and I don't know if we could fight something like this.
No, wait. Can we grab the Duke and jet out?
He knows we're here.
I know, but can we grab him and then just
No.
run?
What, just
that'd be
want to throw
good.
him into the Beholder Tunnel? Because I've actually been hoping we could do that.
And very quietly, you start seeing shadows moving up from where you just came from, up the sewer. And you can make out their shapes. They're very tall, very lithe. And the first thing you see, before you see anything else, is stark white hair and red eyes.
It is not Mike Blart.
It's the
That-
drow.
I was waiting for it.
I actually was waiting for Mike, though. That was on my mind.
Oh, that's not good.
What time is it?
It is 10:34.
Want to just stop it there?
That does seem like a good break. Because anything happens after this is going to be...
Yeah, that's going to be massive combat.
It's going to be a long fight.
well,
probably.
spoiler alert. I mean, maybe we could diplomize ourselves out of this.
Yeah, and,
Diplomatize?
or maybe a bag of XP will just appear and dump on our heads, and we'll be level 4, and then maybe we
Yeah,
can
I can
handle
work
it.
that
That'd be
before the next one.
It's
but,
it's like those like bags of coins in like Mario Party. They just fall on.
I mean, I
Which
bet
is
I
also
got
good
a
because
lot
in
of
Mario
experience
Party, the
points
person
from eating
who
grapes.
is the worst at the game will get all the stars.
So-
Get the
and that's gonna be
experience
us.
points
So
from
real-
the grades.
real quick
You got the
question, Beck.
experience points from
Do
those
you
3
want to
ladies
do
that
like a
pleasure.
final send-off that leads directly into the next episode type of thing, or did we already kind of hit that?
I'm watching all your horrible rolls here.
Because I can edit that back in.
Jeez,
All right.
man.
Oh, watch out.
Yeah, we'll finish this up.
Okay.
You're pretty much all done
No,
for night now. for right now. For tonight. You're done for
That
now.
one.
This one.
Alright, Jackson, Deverell, and Mose are tensing up as they see this contingent of drow. It's not 1 or 2 or 3. There's like 20. Yeah, actually, you can't see how many they are. They're kind of rank and file back towards the tunnel. However, you recognize who's standing out front.
My darling.
It's a her. I recognize.
They're all female.
I mean, it's a drow, you say. Is it the lady from the... Is it the lady who healed me?
It is the priestess. And she is in full wolf battle armor.
But I wonder if she's cool
And she
with
has a
us,
smile on her.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's cool
I was about to say, because I totally had an alert the beholder spell ready to get them off of us.
She walks up, smiles directly at you,
At me, yeah.
and then
Stromile,
smiles
yeah.
at Mose and goes,
Not such a good smile.
"How dare you come here and get ready to attack this jackass without us?"
Yeah.
Okay, now it's a little bit more even.